Hi, this is Micah Olson, the Effective Agent Team Leader with Keller Williams Realty, and I'm going to talk to you about an exciting point for troubled homeowners. When you get that approval letter that says, yes, we are authorizing you to short sell your house. That can be a great letter to get. Sometimes it's taken a long time to get it. Sometimes you were worried and troubled about whether or not your bank would agree to allow you to sell your home. But the work is not done yet. We need to review that letter and look for several specific items that are crucial to making sure that this financial situation just goes away and doesn't come back to haunt you someday. The very first thing that we want to find is somewhere in the approval letter that states something to the effect of, this represents full and final satisfaction of your obligation to our bank, or such and such a bank will waive their right to pursue future deficiency collections. Something that says you don't owe us any money anymore. That's vital. And a little known secret, probably most real estate agents don't even understand this, or didn't, as short sales were becoming the popular thing to do. If that is not specifically contained in the letter, then your bank is retaining the right to come after you and collect in the future. Just, that's all that there is. Don't believe an agent or anybody else that tells you, hey, we've got this short sale, it's time to just go through with it and we'll see what happens afterwards. That's ridiculous. Okay, the other thing that we want to look for is if your bank is requesting any sort of cash contribution from you or promissory note of any kind. In most situations, even if your bank is requesting a cash contribution or a promissory note for a certain amount of money, there are ways to get out of that. A lot of times, all you have to do is just decline that approval letter, say, sorry, that's rejected, get us a new one, and you can work on that. If they're requesting a promissory note, I will always ask them what amount of cash they would accept to waive that promissory note, and typically it's 50%. So if they were asking for a promissory note of $20,000, typically they'll come back and say, we would accept $10,000 and we'll get rid of that promissory note. And then there's a few strategies and things that you can do even to not have to pay that $10,000. First of all, you fight your bank with it. And you tell them, you know, I don't have the money, and look at my financials and bank statements. And then you can often go to the buyer of your house and say, look, we got this great approval for you. We're ready to close, but the bank is requesting, $5,000, and we need you to pay that for us. And often the buyers will be ready to do that. So things to look for in the approval letter. First is a full waiver of future deficiency. Second is no promissory note. Third is no cash contribution. And then you have all your typical contract deadlines and when are we going to close and how long before the closing do we need to send the bank information. But as a real estate agent, I'll worry about all of that for you. My legal team will worry about all of that for you. Just make sure that those three items are correctly listed in your approval letter, and your short sale should be completed, go away, and you won't have to worry about it anymore.